Okay. Hi guys, it's your girl Monica Lobo Lobo, aka Shine Your Shine. This evening we'll be talking about a topic of how to avoid a household enemies. On Wednesday, we talk about identifying and knowing that household enemy they do exist. Is the volume okay now, guys? I guess so, because when I listened to the first one I did, it was okay. Maybe if your earpiece is not okay, just off your phone, on it again, everything will be fine. I feel it's fine now. Okay. Yeah. So we are going to talk about how to avoid household enemies, because it's something every family have out there. You can't tell yourself that, oh, my family don't have it. Every family have it. The Bible even confirm it. The day you were born, some people, the day they were born is the day an enemy swear and just see that child and knows that this child is going to be battle. I'm going to make this child this, that, you know. And household enemy in a family is also different. In some family, is jealousy. Okay, darling, thanks. In some family, it started from jealousy. In the other family, started when your father got married to second, third, fourth wives. The other family, they are just born wicked to be wicked. And in the other family, it's for a particular mother, sister, father, brother that is these things are happening to. You know, as I said before, if if in your own particular family now, you notice strange things always happen, you know things that are not well done always happen, your mother is still alive. Your mother is still alive, because mother are powerful. Mothers sees what other people don't see. Mother protects their children no matter how weak your mother is, no matter how poor, no matter what. She can protect her own. Even in her weakness, she knows how to protect. Some mothers are very wide. They use it to protect their children. Some mothers are very quiet. In that their quietness, they are also using it to protect their children. Every mothers have different strategy they like and they love to protect, and they know how to protect their children. But in a situation where you now say your mother is still alive and things are happening in her present, things are happening while she's alive, it's like she can't protect any of you, then there is a comma there. There is a comma there. Maybe our hands also are not clean. Because when a mother's hand is not clean, she hardly protects us. She hardly will be able to protect her own. Rather, she will rather choose among her own and knows that, oh, this, I will always protect. Okay, this one, let me use. These are spiritual things, guys. Don't overuse your carnal minded to start thinking and arrange it. Today we want to talk about how to avoid them. Biblical, okay? Don't go and be using your physical strength, your physical wisdom, sense. You know, some people have spiritual wisdom, divine wisdom given by God. While some people have wisdom based on who they think they are. You understand? So please, it's two different things. When using God's wisdom and when using a wisdom where I don't know where you get it from. Some people have it. They have wisdom, but the wisdom is really not. It's not wisdom that is from God. You understand? So if that is your wisdom, please don't use it in this type of case, because you might end up going deep, low, to where they want to put you. So avoiding household enemies, you need God's wisdom, intervention, God protection, God deliverance, and opening your eyes and interceding for you. You cannot do it on your own, because they are wicked enemies. They are familiar enemy. They know you. They are familiar with you. They are not people you can really just wake up and start running away from. They are not people you can stop contact with, because they are your family. Everyone in this world, we all need family. We all have family. You might avoid them, but they are not some. There is nothing you can use in really wiping yourself out. I'm fine, everyone. Good evening. You know, it's not something you can really wipe yourself out of their life like that, but it's something you can use wisdom. So before we start, one question, number one. Before you do anything to avoid your household enemy, you have to check yourself that you are not part of them. You have to check yourself to know, are you enemy to yourself? Because in this household enemy we are talking about, some people are the enemy of themselves. They are their own household enemy. In short, no household is worrying some people. Their own, not their body, na day. When you have a jealousy spirit, you always jealous your sibling. You jealous your father children. You jealous your mother children. You have spirit of jealousy at home. You always have a competitive spirit. You want to be the best among everyone. You don't care. Even when people are doing better than you just want to make sure that I am the big one, I am the best one, I am the one everyone is looking up to. I don't want any one of them to get more than me. Then you have to check yourself. You might be your own enemy. If things are not working out for you properly, things are not working out for you the way you said them to be, you might be your own enemy. Because it might be that the competitive spirit, the competitive action and plans you are having is not God's divine purpose for your life. And when you are not working in line with what God destiny and plan for your life, it will be very difficult. You will struggle even while no one is struggling with you. Why no household enemies even having your time? You will be struggling with yourself because you are your personal household enemy. Some people are their personal household enemy. Okay, so you have to check yourself. You have to evaluate yourself to know who is that. Follow there. You understand? Oh. You have to check yourself that you are not the one giving yourself extra competitive plans. That you are not the one over pushing yourself for things that you cannot do, because when someone is doing things they cannot do, why not? Household enemy is not caused alone by polygamous family. If you like, now only one wife your papa marry. Your household enemy can be your uncle. Your household enemy can be your mother. Didn't you watch our video last week, my lady? Please watch our video of not last week, this past Wednesday. The video I just did this Wednesday, it is called Household Enemy. So please watch it. When you watch it, you will be able to follow up. This one is the continuation. We already identified them in that Wednesday video. So today we are going to talk about how to avoid them, how to deliver yourself from it. In short, that last video, I also teach about how you can deliver yourself. I told people who want to do fasting and prayer to deliver themselves. If you really did, then this stage today is also good for you to follow. And oh, thanks. Thanks. You know, lock the door for me. You understand? So please watch the Wednesday video before this one. That one, we have already defined everything. You already know everything. It's how to avoid them we will be talking about today, so that I won't be going back to be bringing it on again. So one, I am still talking about the first point, which is you have to check yourself properly. You have to check what are the things you are setting for yourself. If you envy people, if you don't want people to go ahead, even when they are supposed to be ahead of you, but you told yourself, nobody can go ahead of me, my dear, you are the enemy of that household, you yourself, that does not want other people to progress more than you, even when they have more qualification more than you. When you see good thing coming to your brothers and your sister, your uncle, your whatever, you hide it. You remove it from them. You bring them down, but you want to be up there. You are the enemy of yourself and you are the enemy of that household. And so, for that reason, if there is somebody else in that house that is prayerful, if there is somebody else in that house that has spiritual eyes and begin to notice that something is not making me get the promotion that I deserve, something is not making me to be in a stage where I'm supposed to be, then if the person now fire prayer, my brother, my sister, you will be having problem. You will be having a very big, terrible problem that you will not be fighting. That's how some people household enemy generates. They are the enemy of themselves first and foremost. They try to use jealousy to bring other people down. They try to find their way up even when they are not qualified for it. When other people are not praying for themselves, it will not be against you, because you can't be trying to pull me down and you want my prayer to work good for you. No. As the other people are praying for anybody that is drawing them down, that is saying they cannot reach their position, that prayer will be coming to you. And when that prayer comes to you, it will be delaying all those your big. No matter how you work, no matter your smartness, you can't make a way, because you are the enemy of the house. And enemy to themselves, many of them don't realize it. Some people are enemies to themselves. When you squander your money, you squander your money. Even when no enemy is worrying you, you just squander your money. You know your salary is coming very, very well, but you always spend your salary before it enters your hand. Sometimes it's not somebody else that is doing it. You just have to be disciplined. Because when you are not someone that is not disciplined with their life, is very easy for household enemy to, before household enemy go measure what they don't already reach your body, because you yourself, you are household enemy to yourself. Do you understand? You understand? So when you are not disciplined with whatever you put on ground to do, you set a goal for yourself this year. Before January, you are already heading another direction. You don't even remember your goals anymore. You don't even try to pursue it. And you sit there and say, oh, enemy is worrying me. No, you are not disciplined. Did you even remember all the things you said for yourself this year to even persistence? Because anything, any success, anything you want to achieve, what did I do? You understand? Anything you want to achieve, you need to be persistent. You need to press and continue going ahead. You need to be doing it, putting all your efforts before you get anything success. Before you can move from this stage to another stage, it takes a lot of energy, a lot of effort. Some people don't put enough effort in their life and they need promotion and they are crying household enemy, they are this, they are that. So first of all, evaluate yourself. Check yourself properly to know what you yourself are doing wrong. When you yourself are doing something wrong, when you don't plan well, that is not household enemy. But if you always plan well, and it's when you are being frustrated of something, you know. Okay, I know that some people love to give blame to other people, even when those people are not to be blamed. You have to check yourself to know that you are not the enemy to yourself. If you are enemy to yourself, you do all these things that I'm talking about. You are not persistent when you put something that you want to do. You don't value, arrange your money. I've seen people, before their salary come, they have already squandered it by borrowing from everybody. By the time their salary come now, is to pay back. And at the end of the year, they will tell you, devourer, come and chop my money. Be disciplined. They always want to, yes. Be disciplined in whatever you set out to do. That is a number one. Whatever you set out to do, even when it's very difficult, be disciplined. But when you are not being frustrated, no matter how you try, that is when you know that, okay, maybe something else is involved. But not when you yourself always fail yourself in planning. I have seen people who fail themselves in planning. They plan more things they are going to do, they are going to do that. Like this summer now, a lot of husbands is going to fail their wives. A lot of wives are going to fail their children. A lot of mothers are going to fail their children. They promise this summer, I'm going to travel, I'm going to go for vacation this year, I'm not going to stay at home, I will make sure that I save for it. Did they do it? There was January, February, March, April, May. They never remember anymore. But now that everyone will be taking their luggage, traveling up and down, they will sit down and begin to think about every year. Oh God, who is always doing this to me? Why devourer come? No, darling, you didn't plan for it. You didn't discipline yourself for it. You didn't take it as your priority. You didn't work to make sure that you did. Did you ever save money that close to May, something now happened to it? Then you can know that, okay, there is something wrong. But not when you did not really save any money at all. You keep eating it and just hoping for next month. Oh, next month. People always plan for next month. Oh, you have problem with yourself. You understand? You have problem with yourself. Before involving and calling and blaming other people, family member, your mother, your this, your that is saying this one is worrying you. You have to make sure that you are not a careless and undisciplined planner. When you are undisciplined planner, it's difficult to even figure out your problem. There was a case like last month, family member brought a case. He sent money to his brother to do something for her. Her brother to do something for her. And this brother, after he got the money, he squandered the money. He just used it for himself without doing the thing for his sister. And at the end of the day, the sister was angry. And this brother, at the end of the day, needed to pay school fees for his children too. And after setting her down, they came back asking for this sister, please, can you help me pay my children's school fees? They have driven them out of school. And this lady was very, very mad. She came to me and said, Monica, please, what can I do to this, my brother? Imagine someone who just ate a lot of money from me and still coming back a week after. What did he do with the money? Is somebody using this, my brother? Is this, my brother, okay? Is he a psychopath? You guys talk about psychopath. What is wrong? He start begging now. Before you know, I will give to this, my brother. I said, nothing is wrong with that, your brother. If he has been doing this thing, the same pattern, let him change his pattern first. Before you know that something is, there is a hassle problem in your own situation, you have to change pattern. That is when you struggle and be frustrated about things that I'm talking about. That you have tried this way, you have tried this way, you have tried. Not when you keep using the same method to ruin your life. People will entrust money on you. You will squander it the way you squandered that other person. And you are telling us that something is wrong with your head. Someone is using your head. It's not true at all. You keep using the same way. It is you. You are not disciplined. You have not realized that if you continue like this and this journey on this way of life, you are the enemy of yourself. Before you know, no one will trust you anymore. Before you know, life will be difficult. So there are people who are enemy of themselves, like lazy women, lazy sisters, lazy husbands, who refuse to get up and get a job, who are giving excuse to get something doing, and you dare tell yourself that there is something that is worrying me. No, you have not tried. You have to try a lot of effort. You have to be frustrated while doing something. That is when you know that something is wrong with you. It has to be that you are somebody that know how to save a lot. And despite that, you understand? You are somebody that love to save a lot. Despite that, guys, let me quickly write that I'm busy. Okay, am I back? Yes. Plan is one thing, getting it done is another thing. Yes. So, where was I? Okay. You understand what I mean? You have to get up in the morning and do something. Try something. Before you know that it is time for me to run for my family, it is time for me to use the strategy of how to avoid household enemy. You have to be able to count your effort you have put into life of succeeding that did not work. Like you have to count, I have tried to do this, I have done this business, I have did this, I wanted to do this, I was working day and night, the money this, I even tried to do some contribution, yet did this, I even tried to do the, then you can use this strategy. Not you that is just sitting down doing nothing to your life. And you will just sit down there and be saying, hey, now wish they worry me so. Wish is not the one that is making you lazy. You are just the one that is being lazy. And lazy people, they always have everyone to blame for it. They always have that auntie, that uncle, that wish, that neighbor that is worrying them. Because lazy people, things will always hard for them. Before you eat, it must be problem. Before you pay children money, school fees, it must be problem. Before you get bling, it must be problem. Because of what? You are not working. You have to do begging, and doing begging life is not easy. Before you know, you will think if somebody you understand? Not when, let me see if I can see that comment again. My own is not working. You understand? Not when you are just at home doing nothing, no effort, like most of our brothers and sisters in Africa. Many of them always believe someone is worrying them when they are just at home. The only thing they know how to fast and pray for is to fast and pray for their sisters and brothers in abroad to send them money. On that ground, no wish is worrying you because you have not tried your efforts. You have not used your efforts. you have not, you have to try to count so many efforts you have made, so many trials that did not work. You can't just be, housewife sitting down, no effort that you have ever made. You have not tried to work. You have not tried to make business. You have not tried to do nothing. People who always give you, people that always give to you, you don't know there is a limitation. Even you have already reduced yourself to a household problem. And if care is not taken, by your attitude of not wanting to go and do something for yourself, it can generate into a negative energy for you. You will start jealousing people that are moving ahead because you already think people are worrying you. Oh, see this one, they're not worrying, and I mean they can't they worry. Meanwhile, no one is worrying you. You are just sitting down looking for people to give to you. And people giving to you, it always takes a lot of, it's not easy. Your prayer might work today, miracle happen. Tomorrow, your prayer seems to not be working. And you will be frustrated. And before you know, you start jealousing some kind of thing. Before you know, when someone entrusts something in your hand, you don't know when you will cross your boundary. Before you know, you start spoiling your name. No one will trust you anymore. It's not like they don't love you. It's just because you can't be trusted with money. You can't be trusted with wealth. Because anybody that help you, you set the other person out. I'm still talking about you personally checking yourself before you check other people. Before we avoid other people as household enemy, you have to check that you are not the enemy of yourself. You are lazy to work, you can be enemy of yourself. Before you know, jealousy will happen. And when jealousy enters your heart, it takes the grace of God to be free from it. The spirit of jealousy is very, very dangerous. The spirit of jealousy can make you to start operating in a witchcraft power. You don't fly at night. It's not that you go to tree, as they say. But the spirit of jealousy in you, it will possess you so much that you look like witch. That when you do things, even witch power cannot even do the things you can use your power to do. Because the spirit of jealousy is a agent. Witchcraft agent. They are roaming about looking for who is ready to accept them. Then they will pump you. When you jealous, you keep doing jealousy. You keep jealousing people for one thing or the other. Before you know, the spirit that roam about, the agent that carry that jealousy spirit, looking for who to empower, they will empower you. They will make you powerful in a witchcraft possession. You will be possessed of it, and yet not that you fly. But the moment you see someone getting better than you, someone is about to take a better chance than you, you use that your power. And that power can come through your mouth. That is when you see people talking down their own brother and sister. That is when you see sister quickly taking call, or brother taking call and say, my sister, this thing where you want to do for this our brother, so I dey fear, not do if you see what you do. The witchcraft will make you always want to bring people down, always want you to spoil opportunity of other people, because you have already exposed yourself for them to use, and they will use you very, very well. And it doesn't go easily. Before you know, your children will grow up and you start using that same power on them. Don't forget that anything that the devil gives to you, they don't operate good. They don't even know their own child. Do you understand? When you are possessed, you don't differentiate your child from other people. When you see even your child walking in a good way, you will want to bring them down, because that is the power that is in you. Power to bring down, power to destroy, power to make people cry, power to frustrate people's efforts. So please, Before you avoid household enemy, check yourself very well that you are not household, you are not part of the household enemy, and you are not enemy to yourself. You are not the problem of yourself, and yet you are running from one church to another looking for who is worrying you, when you are the one you have weak low hand. You are the one that is always looking for taking advantage from other people, manipulating situation. People who manipulate situation, they are household enemy. If you have a brother, a sister who always manipulate situation for he or she to always come out like, I'm the good one, they are household enemies. They bring divination. And when a house have divination, what a great message. Oh, thank you, darling. When a house, a family have spirit of divination has come in, things begin to be difficult because everyone is now washing their back. And by so washing their back, there is always the black sheep there. There is always a black devil there that is telling you, yes, I'll be telling you that this your sister, you cannot trust her. I'll be telling you that this your brother, you cannot trust her. Trust him. You know why? Because divination have come. You no longer walk together. The house is against the self. And the Bible says, any house that is against the self, they cannot work together. They cannot get their goal. So this household enemy is not only somebody that is a witch. It's not only uncle. It's not only family that are wicked right from time. Some family, your father and your mother can be so good until when they passed away, you went for burial, something happened. I've seen a family like that. They were so good until their father and their mother passed away. They went for burial. Everyone came with from different places. They went from burial. From that burial day, something happened. There was misunderstanding that make everybody to go against themselves. From that day, nothing worked again. From that day, that family, something that never happened before, started happening. Everyone was against themselves. They started cutting themselves. On that type of situation, when you have sin, you run away from every one of them. Don't even join anyone to fight. Just run, cut your contacts away from every one of them. Because before you know, you join this one, that one, you don't know the spirit that is inside that person. No matter how many children your mother has, everyone has different spirits. You can even notice it from your own children, from child. Some children are very, 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 they have spirit of jealousy. You always have to talk them out of it. They always think their brother, their sister are better than them. Have you not noticed it? Yeah, that is how it is. That is how it is even with you that is adults, with your sister, with your brothers. They have it too. Sometimes it's just their mind that make them feel you think you are better, or everyone think you are better, or you have opportunity to be in where you are now. That's why you are being big man. That's why it just make them to be angry that they just want to see you down. Why some don't have time, why some do. So I've talked about checking yourself, and I guess I'm not talking to children, I'm talking to adults. You know exactly what I mean by check yourself. Check yourself. Spirit of jealousy can make you be enemy to yourself, an enemy, and put other people in danger. Okay? And don't forget, when you have spirit of jealousy, there are spirits that wove around. They can come into you and make, because they give you wickedness. Because spirit of jealousy is actually extracted from wickedness. You understand? And when they come in and give you more wickedness, when you're jealous, you are going to do evil with it. And don't forget, when you do evil with it, you don't know your boundary anymore. You don't even know who is your husband, who is your children, to separate them. You just keep on and keep on and keep on. You know? So check yourself properly. Know that you are no enemy to yourself. Know that you have invested so much in your life. There is no headway. Things are not working. What's this? Oh, I'm sorry about that. I hate that thing. You understand? So before you do this, then the second one, after you have evaluated yourself, you have checked yourself, I am innocent. Okay. The second one is to call God. Okay? You don't do it your own. I've said it from beginning. You need wisdom. Is to call God. When you notice you walk like elephants and you are eating like ants. When you notice you are always stagnant. When you notice disappointment in so many ways, not unnecessary expectation. You know, we also did a video of how not everything that is a disappointment, not every disappointment will give you a blessing that is a blessing. So we also did that video. It's good you also watch it to know that not every disappointment is a blessing, because when you are expecting, disappointment comes from expectation. And when you are expecting from something that is not there, definitely it's 100% disappointment. You understand? It's 100% disappointment. And you can't call that one to get blessing from it when it was already obvious that there is no blessing attached to it. Okay? So, when you always experience disappointment, and that disappointment you are experiencing is not just something you are expecting that doesn't carry weight. It's something that is supposed to happen, but it won't just come because your name is being mentioned. When you notice those type of things, when you notice when things get to your turn, it get as it be. You understand? Not when you are impatient. So some people are very impatient and they never even wait small. They already now so they be for my turn. Now so they be. Really noticing that these things do happen to you. Then all you have to do is to call God intervention. You understand? Tell God to open your eyes. To household enemy, it's only God that can reveal them to you. Because on our last video, we talk about you can't really know them yourself, because they can be your best friend. They can be the one so nice to you. They can be the one giving you money to do your business. They can be the one always helping you out in all your problem, but they are the one that is keeping you there and there in that problem. You see? So it's only God that can reveal them. So your second, after checking yourself, is to pray and ask God to reveal them to you. Tell God to reveal who are causing all this problem in your life. Every spirit, anyone that is not making you that is making you to experience all these things I just talked about: stagnation, disappointment, and abortion of plans, so many things. If God revealed them to you, oh, this fly is really irritating me, why now? You know, if God revealed them to you, the next thing you have to do is to ask for wisdom how to go about it. Because they are not people you confront like that. Because some of them also, they are being possessed. They are being possessed because of they expose themselves to it. Some of them don't know God. So they are being possessed. You understand? So you have to ask God for wisdom, which all these things I'm telling you, if you ask God to reveal them to you, He will do it. Ask sincerely, ask, He will do it. And when He reveals them to you, ask for wisdom, how to go about it, and God will tell you. The third one is to always keep your future plans to yourself. Is to always keep your expectation to yourself. Your mindset, keep it to yourself. You have to bridle your tongue. When you notice all these things, how you deliver yourself, keep your future plans. I will do this. I'm going to do that. I am expecting this. I am expecting that. This person is coming. This is where I'm traveling to. This is what good things that are coming to me. These are the testimony that attract their power to you. You know they don't like to see you progress. They don't like to see you happy. They don't like to see you that you succeed. And you keep telling them all these big things. It's going to draw their negative energy, shake it, and use it against you. So, bridle your mouth. When you notice them, don't always tell them, no matter how tainted it might be, because these are familiar, wicked, family, household enemies. They are people that know you. They are not people you can just ignore and run away from like that. So it is bound that sometimes you are tempted to talk to them, to tell them your ahead planning. Please keep it to yourself. Try very, very well to keep your future plans to yourself, because you don't know who is who. Then when you now know, God review it. Keep your future plan to yourself. Don't ever tell them what you are doing, your next plan, how you want to do it. You understand? After that, it can be your father, your mother, anybody. I will even tell you, when you are in that type of situation where you experience stagnation, abortion of plans, disappointment, so many things, even marital issue, I will tell you, stop telling anyone from your family. Okay? These are the reason why they have counseling. Counseling does not only mean that if you have issue with your husband, that you can talk to people about your problem. Sometimes it's not only husband problem, sometimes family problem. When you have it too much, instead of you to run to that your sister, to that your brother, to that your father, to that your mother, to that your family, you always point it to, look at what happened today. Stop it. Look for a professional. Go there. Tell them. They might not really understand to tell you, do your sister like do. Man, they might discuss something professional with you that will make you relax and make you not to have the burden. Because when people have a lot of burden, that is when they are looking for family member to talk to. That is when they feel this problem can only be discussed with my family member. Okay? And when you keep too much of family member secrets, dirty secret, it can affect you. When your family have they have stored dirty secrets, I will advise, do the update. Okay. I will advise that you break out of it, or you talk to outsider about it. Because when you have it too much in your mind and your head, you are still going to go back to them and discuss it with them, because you already told yourself, this our matter too dirty, no go let me tell another person. By so doing, you don't know when you will be releasing your own plans to them. They are your family. You can't wash them out of your blood, but you can wash them out of your discussion. Because discussing with them is what is making you to be stagnant, making you to dwindle around in one circle for years upon years. It's what is bringing that miscarriages upon your life. It is what is bringing emptiness in your marriage. It is what is a lot of things that whole problem can cause. You understand? Try to discuss it with neutral body. Neutral body. Maybe not your best friend also, maybe not your close friend, maybe not your somebody that know you that might use it against you. It might just be neutral person. If it really heavy you, go to professional counselor. Okay? Counselors are not only for marriage issue. You can also book appointment for them for your personal discussion. You just want to talk to them about something, like we on social media. People normally bring both singles. Sometimes they bring their plans, like, I want to do this. I'm not their family member. I don't know their name. I don't know the village they come from. I don't know their home. I don't know them, So they might feel free to discuss it with me why they go their own way. You understand? It's not always about husband and wife issue we discuss. Like this evening before I come to live video, someone discussed with me about her personal self. It wasn't her husband. It wasn't any other person. It was just her personal self. She just needed to like evaluate herself. She's married. Her marriage had issue, but she said she's not here for a marriage issue, but she just want me to listen to the kind of person that she is and tell her where is she going wrong and all that. Not that she's judging issue, but she just want to know what kind of a person she is. You understand? Those things bothers people. Can you imagine what bothers somebody? It bothers her that she don't know herself. She don't know if she's a nice person or if she's a good a bad person, or if she's being used or being manipulated, or even she is manipulating somebody, or the way she talk doesn't it's not nice, or she don't know how to talk or behave. She just name some, touch some issues and say, okay, who am I? Ma, please, can you help me? These are things that bothers people. It might not be you right there. You might say, hell, they not get work. That one or something. For you, for the people that type of thing bothers, it bothers them. Talk to people instead of going home. And when you go home, you come back with 7 problems. They are going to give you 7 problems, hang it in your home, and it will be dropping. When this one finish, another one will come. Like a lady also who said in her family, when she started building, she built first house for her mother. It was just normal house for her mother, and she wanted to build something reasonable for herself. And when she started, everything was going fine. She said, before you know, things started to happen. This one happened. Before she will finish this one, in another 2 months, another thing will happen. It's just like they just pile up problem upon problem for her. She said, Auntie, since 3 years now, do you know that project that I started with full force, I've not been able. In short, I don't even, anytime I think about that project, I'm being stressed, I'm being frustrated, I'm afraid. You see? Maybe it started when she finished one, she want to do another one. They narrate that to everybody. Who knows? It might be the public start falling, because sometimes when you now have documents here, you have your first job, you have your children, you have your husband. Enemy might not come in those places again because they already know it is settled. But what they will do, they are going to plan another thing. That's why these days you see pastors taking advantage on this type of people, telling them, do you pay tithes? Are you a tither? And you say no. He will tell you, go and pay tithe. If you don't pay tithe, devour. They are not devourer from you don't pay tithe, because tithe is not even meant for me and you. We are Gentiles. We don't have to pay tithe. Jesus paid the greatest tithe for me and you. We are not owing tithe. Tithe is not owing us. You understand? But if you are a tither and you believe in it, go ahead. It's your own something. But I'm just telling you that people like this that keep seeing from one problem to another, from one problem to another, pastors are bound to tell them that because you don't pay your tithe, devourer is knocking at your door always. It's not true. It's not devourer. It is home problem. It is home problem that have piled up. They pile it up. You don't see it, but they are just working with you. By the time you tell yourself you finish this one, another one will come, so that you can never have time money again to go and do that project. Is that project that make them to sow this seed of devourer in your life. What do you do on that type of situation? Cut the people that are doing that project off. When they call you and also tell you that project can't do it, sometimes it can be the person who is even telling you can't do it now. I'm not saying this it oh. You know, wash your leg and your hand. Tell them that project God forbid, how they do again. Let them know that you are not interested anymore. Let the person know that no, you don't have time. Where will I even see the money? I don't see the money. They are taking my money from here. They are taking my. Tell them you are having a hard life. Meanwhile, it's not true. That is how to run. Before you know, these things that they plan there, it will fall off itself. Because they will channel their energy away from there. You understand? So, that's another thing you should do. Bridle your tongue. Close your mouth. Stop telling them your next plan. I know when people have money always do one thing. Me and my girlfriend. I say money. Always do one thing. Money can make you bragado. When you don't have money, you can tell yourself, I don't bragado. When you don't have money, you might tell yourself, me, and the two talk. Let money come, make we dey see. When money come, that money, if you never reach that position, say, now so this money fair do me that time. You know the learn. You understand? Hardly, I never even say. Before you see somebody wey just make money, wey go just keep quiet. And na the first money wey they make with the hardly. Everyone must bragado with it. That is how many of us in Europe got our hookup. That is how we invite those bad things into our lives. The moment we make money, our family are not such. Even you draw uncle, that our uncle go give am this. Then you want to do, not that you is bad, but these are the things, the enemy, the jealous people, this household enemy, they don't like it. They don't want to see you now being elevated. Now you are sharing money. Now you are able to put something that you are doing it. Now you do the first one, second one, this, that. Sometimes some people, they allow you to keep building. You are really investing your money. Some of them, you know what they do to them? You can't have child though. Child, forget it. Some of them, no husband. It's not ordinary. You will see a successful woman, hardly for a man to stay with that person. Yeah, that is the seed they sow in her life. Some of them, they just allow you go, you because you run away or you avoid them, telling them, then you will just be succeeding in every part of your life. Maybe children will be fine, husband will be fine, you will be married, things will be going on for you in abroad. But when any time you want to stretch your hand, say, let me do one thing in Africa, never. Lie. You must fall a victim again and again. You understand? That's it. So please, bridle your tongue, hide your secrets. In short, another one I want to talk about is work with outsider. I have seen, in short, majority of successful people, it's not their family that help them, that join them in that lane, that journey. It's not. Majority of successful people who reach their destiny and able to achieve their dreams, ask them. It wasn't their senior brother, it wasn't their senior sister, it wasn't their brother, their sister. It's outsider they use. It is people they pay that they use. In short, they achieve some of it without letting the family know. So be wise and know how to deal with these people. Is to stay away from them. Is to outsider that are good, though, not the outsider that is also jealous. So that's why it is good to click to professionals outside that you can pay to do your job for you. Keep using family, you will not make a headway. It's just like you give them money, they will dig it inside ground, they bury your money. You give them money, they will bury your money. You can't make anything for it. Family, some are like that, not all family. Okay? Some are like that, some not. You understand? So be ready to work with outsider. Be ready to make outsider friend. Be ready to make unknown. Discuss with unknown. If you want to avoid and break out of it. Then the most critical one, if it's so critical, if it's a family where people die, if it's a family where household enemy are just frying people like Bekere, you have to run for your life. You have to run. Majority of people in abroad, you have to run. You know why majority of us in abroad have home problem, home enemy, household enemies? And because they know that we are better off. And that's you now able to see to it. You know how you were in Africa and now your life has changed. It's a challenge. It's a threat to these people. And many of them soon, when you were very small, that you will never make it. And now you are gradually losing out of their hand. Some of them don't like it. They don't take it lightly. They are going to make sure that they keep on fighting and try to drag you down. You have to run. People in abroad, run. How do you run? If you still have parents, only call them to give them feeding money. Because it is very important. God will bless you when you feed your parents while they are alive. You understand? No matter what your parents have done, cost in your life, feed them. They will not live forever. You understand? Feed them, and your days will be long. You understand? Apart from that, don't let them know anything that is going on with you. Don't seek advice from them. Any advice, I am talking about families now who fry people like Bekere. You know. Don't seek advice from anybody in that family, because the advice is going to be like a snare in your life. It's going to be like a trap. It will sound good to your ear, but it's a trap to capture you, put you in their cage, and begin to monitor you from there. Stay away from them. Don't accept clothes from them. It's still a contact. It's a contact. Don't receive things from them, because there is something they call satellites, spiritual satellites. If they should attach it to the things that they send to you, you will long eat it, you will long do away with it, you will think it's finished, but spiritually it's what they send. Do not send things to them with your address written on it. Avoid their contacts, whether digitally, analogically, physically, anyway. Avoid their contacts, having personal contact with you. That is the only way to break away from family who have premature deaths. Some family who have household enemy that operate in premature death. You see, your first brother has gone, your second sister is going, the third one is sick. What are you still waiting for in that family? Take a run. If you don't run, you will be the next. I'm telling you. except you are really strong in God and you want to deliver them. But if you yourself know you are not strong in God, na small wey pastor preach remain, na you take dey carry yourself dey go. I say run, because you are the next in line. Run. Before you know, they will start by giving you some small sickness that doctor will not even know what is worrying you. Before you know, the sickness you have never heard in life before, they will say is the one that is worrying you. So guys, I think we should end it like this today. We have said a lot. Sorry, I was a kind of tired making this video, but I hope everything was understandable. And keep sharing among your friends who really need it, especially friends abroad. I'm really concerned about you guys. After all the suffering abroad, it pains my heart to see our people, after all the suffering, die prematurely. It is not God's plans for our life. It is not. But some people gamble with their life, with the people they already know is not good. They already know things are going on in that family. Sometimes they even say your mother as a snare to you. Some mothers who will seek and waste your money. They will not die, but they are just time waster, wasting your finance. At the end of the day, when you are finally ruined, they will still die. They use father too. Sometimes they use mother, children that you love so much. The person will just be sick. You will spend and spend and spend and spend and spend and spend and spend. People have rejected marriage because of their family members. I can't marry now because who will send money for my mother? Who will send money for my this? Who will send money for my sick brother, my sick sister, my sick this, my sick that? At the end of the day, when they are of age, no one is now asking them, how far now? That brother, that sister, that father, that mother will still die. These are all strategy. Ask God to deliver you out of it, to give you wisdom how to go out of it. Ask God to discipline you so that you will not be manipulated. Anything you don't want to do for anybody, you don't feel like doing, don't be manipulated to do it. Don't let anyone talk you to do it. If you dream and see some certain things, pray over them. In short, fast, cast, and band over it. Don't just take it lightly, but at the same time, don't run to native doctor because they really cannot help. They can only hold it for some time. They really cannot help you. They really cannot deliver you out of it. It will still come back again and again. The only way out is for you to know the true God. It's for you to be a born again. It's for you to serve God. It's for you to seek counsel and ask God to intercede for you. Tell God to expose them and drive them away from you. Tell God to turn their eyes and their weapon against themselves. Pray middle of the night when you are in this family and you have not yet delivered yourself. You have not yet really create a time to pray yourself out of it. I am telling you, do fasting and prayer. Watch my last video to know the Bible verses you should use in doing your fasting and prayer for 3 days, 6 to 6. After delivering yourself, as I said, start to pray midnight prayer now. Pray midnight prayer. Tell God to turn their weapon against themselves. that they will not have your time again. Like Benin people will say, no vame, no keke, emi obono ya tolegbe. Tell God, whosoever they are, even the one that you know, make sure their names. If you are really convinced, because there is a time in your life as a Christian, I'm talking to real Christians now, not you that go to Babalawo. I don't know what you guys are seeing there, you know. Real Christians, there is a time in your life you will grow and you will begin to see the people, even before they hurt you, you see them already. You understand? Mention their names. Read Bible for them in the middle of the night. Command them with the authority of the Most High God. Anywhere you want them to face, they will face it. Blind them physically and spiritually against your progress. Disconnect their satellites. Every telecommunication, physically or spiritually, they are using against you to monitor your life, disconnect it. Break out of the yoke. Wash yourself out of their DNA and connect to the DNA of Jesus Christ. These are prayers you should make when you know you have such family. When you know your family is something that is really abundant to your progress. These are very, very important prayer line for you. And when you pray all this prayer, you don't have to pray for 1 year long. Then you are with start no faith. They will still be right there. Because in my last video, I told you, they are known. Familiar family. They know you. They know what you can do and what you cannot do. They know the weaker part of you and the hard part of you. You understand? So, don't keep praying it every day. Oh, then they will know that you are scared. Don't forget, they know your kind of prayer. And they use it against you. Please watch that video before watching this one also to know how you want to do it. Those who really want to break loose of it. Go and receive the Holy Spirit that will make you to speak in tongue. So that when you are praying, you will pray to God in speaking in tongue. In times of battle, you don't pray and be talking the language people might hear. There are forces when you are praying. You pray and they will listen. That's why it's very good for every Christian to have heavenly language. Do you have a language you communicate with your God? Speaking in English is not heavenly language. Praying in your own dialect is not heavenly language. There is an heavenly language that God, you and God will understand. I will not understand. When I speak my heavenly language, you will not understand it. When you speak yours, I will not understand it. But He alone understands it. Go and learn heavenly language. Christians, you don't have heavenly language and you want to fight the enemy and you want to break loose and you want your husband to succeed, your children to succeed, you want to get peace and joy in your life, you want to be able to acquire the things God destiny in your life. Without heavenly language, it is difficult to fight this special battle of household enemies because they follow you. They are in your DNA. Sometimes you are talking, they are hearing it because you guys are the same DNA. You want to wash your DNA out of them. You need heavenly language. Okay? Midnight prayer. Don't pray and for the wall of your house. Don't pray and your neighbor will call police for you. It's not by that. It is by praying and believing and having faith. The one you pray for today, thank God for it tomorrow that it has been done. Don't repeat yourself again and again in prayer. Don't repeat yourself again and again. That's why it is good to set a time to do these prayers. Don't do this prayer when you are just in a hurry. Then tomorrow, anything happens, you are still praying it again and again and again. Okay? Not that you can't pray it again and again, but then you are with little faith. When you know that when you pray and God answer, when you pray for it today, you wash yourself, you deliver yourself, it's very, very good. When I want to go more, a little bit of a kind of more spiritual and kind of a sacrifice, I will tell you, use Psalm 51 to bath. After all this that you have done, use Psalm 51 to bath. And they will never, never, never dare with you again. Read Psalm 51 on water. Use it to bath. And take Psalm 91. Let it be in your tongue. Read Psalm 91 until you can read it without reading. Read it. Practice every word that is in it. Know every word that is in 91. Use it to pray anytime, any day. Use it to sing. When something check your heart, when you notice them, measure the words in Psalm 91 and see how they will fly. Thank you all so much for watching. We have finished the episode of Household Enemy. So, on Wednesday, I am seeing you guys with another fantastic topic. Matters that surround our living. That's what we do with Monica Lobolobo channel. Matters that surround our daily living. Matters we come across every day. You might don't have it here. You might have it here. Before I forget, this household enemy, you can wash yourself and be clean from it. People who are married, sometimes they will come through husband's side. Sometimes your husband might be the one that don't have it. It will come through wife's side. Those are most difficult. Keep praying. Be praying for your husband. Be praying for your wife. If it's from husband family or from wife family, you are still noticing it. I have seen somebody we talk that aside she used to for very long time she did all this and everything went fine for her, but small things she's not noticing is from her husband, because some husbands are very stubborn. While some wives also, they are very careless. Wives are not stubborn, but they are careless. A careless wife, a careless mother, that is when things begin to happen and they are like, then you are a careless mother and wife. You understand? Wives are not stubborn, but they are careless wives who don't count something like, leave that, you are careless wife, because wife are supposed to be the most observant. Okay? But there are stubborn husbands. Husband, you talk to, they know they hear. Husband, you advise, they don't hear you advise. Husband, you say, this thing is happening, they don't see it. For that reason, they won't do it. There are stubborn husbands and there are careless wives. So if you have a careless wife, please keep praying for her. Talk to her, let her know the danger of it. Why she herself should also pray to cut out of those connections. And when you have a stubborn husband, keep praying, because stubborn husbands are more difficult to change. You understand? Because they don't listen. They don't listen, so they are very difficult to change, to even say this type of thing to some of them. Don't even believe it. They believe you are crazy. But you, as the wife, we have power. We have power. When you intercede for your husband, you don't know how many wives have saved their husband from all those their kurukere waka. Our prayer at home save them. You understand? Keep being a prayerful wife, and you will be saving your husband. And one day, he will turn from a stubborn husband to a good spiritual husband who has spiritual eyes, ear, mind, and lead well. Because a stubborn husband, they don't normally lead their home well. They lead home to disappointment. They lead home to so many things. Things you say don't do, I've seen danger, they do it. And at the end of the day, the danger we should face. You understand? Pray for your husband. A stubborn husband today can be a lovely husband, a obedient husband, a husband that are not spiritual. If you, the wife, are observant wife, prayerful wife. Okay? Thank you all. Bye-bye. Love you all so much. Please keep sharing. Subscribe to my channel. I've seen a lot of subscribes since on Wednesday till now. Thank you all so much. Thank you all so much. I love it and I appreciate every one of you. Please keep doing it. You don't pay for it. It's nothing. They are not even paying me for it, but I just love this quiet place to relate and bring us some gifts, talents, and blessed words that God can use my mouth to give to you guys. So please support me by just clicking. Bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.